my God. All right, folks, this is real. Published 3 days ago. All right, let's check this out. Pro-Antifa California IA teacher to be fired by school district after leaked video emerges. In Durham High School teacher Gabriel Gape appeared in a 10-minute Project Veritas video. Yo, all right, let's get it. A far-left California teacher with a hammer and sickle tattoo and an apparent affinity for Antifa and brutal communist dictators will be fired after bragging on video that he was working to radicalize his students further and further left, his employer announced Wednesday. In a letter, the Natamas Unified School District Superintendent Chris Evans wrote that Gabriel Gape, a social studies teacher, social studies. So it's not like it's math. How do you indoctrinate someone to be far left in math? Right? Social studies, yes. So what is far left? Okay. Maybe the genocide of Native Americans was bad? Maybe. Is that far left? Because that's far left when it comes to the critical race theory clowns. Would be terminated after... Imagine doing anything because of Project Veritas. Found Antifa and Mao Zedong posters in his classroom and recorded him talking about the indoctrinating his students. I have 180 days to turn them into revolutionaries, he said in the recording. Okay. How about this? The American school system indoctrinates students all the time. You know what you have to do when you go to school? Get this. You gotta stand up, right? You gotta put your fucking arm in the air, and you gotta Heil to Hitler. Oh wait, no, sorry. That was Nazi Germany. You stand up, put your heart on your chest, and Heil Hitler. In the United States of America. Yeah, I'm talking about the Pledge of Allegiance. You're telling me the Pledge of Allegiance? A-okay. That's great. Talking about George Washington and the cherry tree? Amazing. Right? Talking about how Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves and just ignoring the fact that, the prison industrial complex exists? Amazing. Schools, by default, are far, far right-wing mythology. It's about as accurate to history as astrology. If you believe, oh, well, I was born when the sun and the asteroid belt and then Neptune had, and then there was like an ice storm on Jupiter, and then there was like a gas cloud that puffed out of Mars, and then on Mercury was facing the sun in a certain direction. And then I was born, and then that caused my soul to... That's basically American history as taught in school. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. So, this is good. Antifa teacher, good. Default teaching, bad. That didn't go over well with district officials. As of today, the teacher was placed on paid leave because of his actions and choices in the classroom. After the Project Veritas video emerged, the district's internal investigation found Gipe responsible for numerous violations of its code of conduct. Let's check this out. Our teachers must, without bias or favoring their own personal beliefs, share facts and information around differing perspectives. What does that mean, share facts and information? Gipe also allegedly had a collection of stamps dedicated to communist dictators, including one of Joseph Stalin and an insensitive phrase which he had allegedly used to mark students' work as complete. Other stamps had images of Fidel Castro and Kim Jong-un. All right, Kim Jong-un, we're done here. We're done. All right, now, here's my thing. What is the difference in celebrating Ronald Reagan and Mao Zedong? What is the difference? Mao was a better leader than Ronald Reagan. Fidel Castro, better leader than Ronald Reagan. I know when I went to school, my teachers, when we got to the 80s, oh, it was glory days. Ronald Reagan. I remember I voted for Ronald Reagan. Goddamn was gone. And he freed the markets. And goddamn. I'm sorry. But again, I will take anyone shilling for quote-unquote left-wing dictators. I don't believe it's possible for there to be a left-wing dictator. Right? I don't think it's possible. Because if you're a dictator, you cannot be left-wing. But I will take anyone shilling for Mao, Stalin, Castro, any day of the week over any American president ever. And I'm just going to be honest. Now, I think they're both cringe. I think shilling for a dictator is cringe. Stalin's dead, bro. The USSR stopped existing. Mao's dead and China sucks dick now. Like, North Korea, are you serious? Like, Cuba is actually the least bad, right? And even then, like, I would rather they just, like, talk about the conquest of bread or some shit. You know, like, this is cringe. I'm gonna be honest, it's cringe. But it's way less cringe than what they're teaching in schools right now. American mythology is what they're teaching. They're teaching that the founding fathers were glorious people. Oh, they were the gods among men when they wrote down the Constitution. The Constitution sucks, and we don't even follow the Constitution. Yeah, so they teach you about the Constitution, and they teach you about all your rights, and then you graduate school if you make it that far, and then you realize, wait a second, where are my rights? Where are my rights? What happened? I thought I had a right to illegal search and seizure. I thought I had a right to freedom of speech. I learned that in school, and then you go out to the real world, and you just get shot in the fucking face by rubber bullets. So yeah, I am pro Antifa teacher, and I am anti whatever the fuck they teach in schools nowadays. Thank you for that one. Even though this guy's a dumb motherfucker, but, you know, what are you gonna do? But again, like, at least it's a differing perspective. At least it is a perspective that isn't far-right mythology. And that's my point here. It is a perspective that isn't far-right mythology. That enough is a win for me.